quit? Like, shouldn't we have a mandatory, like, can't you quit at a certain age in any state? Why don't we just say you cannot quit high school?
Dick?
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
Well, you know, I think I think part of it is, Doctor, is that, you know, kids lose their purpose. They say, why am I here? And we have failed to capture their imagination. We had a day here called Road to Readiness. Now, here's another story. I'm in a Nationwide building, and I come down the elevator, and they tell me they have these kids that come in for a week or whatever, and they go into Nationwide and learn what they do. I said, okay, I think we ought to have a program where the kids come in here every single Friday afternoon for 2 hours and hang out with people that work in Nationwide and learn about dress, fancy cars, and what it takes to get all that, okay? And it's going to change their lives. And I said, so why don't we just create this big program? Well, we didn't get the whole thing done, but we had one day where 23 companies in Central Ohio brought kids in. And I was with a group of kids at the Huntington Center out in Easton, where they learned that you can build software, you can build websites, you can figure out how to use analytics to motivate customers. And these kids, their eyes, and they were all Columbus school kids, and their eyes just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And when we started out, one kid, well, a couple of them wanted to be, you know, they wanted to be professional athletes, and by the time we left, I think they wanted to be CEO of the bank. So, you know, I think that what we are failing to do is have a flexible academic setting where kids can be passionate about their God-given talents. And we're trying to work on it. But I got to tell you, I'm going to say this. We have done a fantastic thing with the Cleveland schools. Note, write this down, they cannot fail up there. And we were in a meeting yesterday and heard concerns about what is happening with the Cleveland schools. I endorsed the levy. Me endorsed the levy, okay?
Good.
And I don't do that because it's not my job to walk into local levies. It's not, but I did it because I was part of an agreement to fix the Cleveland schools. They're not fixed yet. They have lost some of their best teachers because of the current rules that are in effect. Yeah. They have lost some world-class teachers in that school district because of work rules. Am I right, Dr. Ron?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so, we have to get and you can play such a role in this. We have to get the entire education community to be flexible, to be integrated with our business community, and to feed kids what they want to eat. You know, feed them what they want and get them excited about what their lives can be.
I used to be in charge of food service at a school. I know exactly what you mean. You should see the garbage cans. They're really full.
Well, Ron Richard up there, who runs the Cleveland Foundation, has a school. It's a science, math,
science and medicine.
100% kids from very dire circumstances, 100% graduation. You know why? They learn about the heart, then they go to the Cleveland Clinic and they see a heart operation. I mean, what could, oh, seriously, isn't that the way it ought to be? But yet we keep stumbling over one another, and we lack common sense. But we've got Dr. Ross here, who I'm a big believer in, and he gets all of this, and we're going to do everything we can to try to move this system. But they give me this Lorax. You know what the Lorax is? It's sometimes I just say, well, you know, this is just too hard. And then they say, the Lorax says something about, if you don't care, no one else will.
That's right.
So we're making great progress, but we've got a long way to go. But we need you on this. When you start speaking out on these issues, it really makes a difference. And we've got to figure out how to capture this, Gordon and Wayne. We've got to figure out how to bring you and leverage your knowledge and what you know into K through 12 and wake everybody up in the education community, including moms and dads that have to understand that their support and input makes a difference in where their kids end up. And I think they know it, but we have to encourage it. So, I don't know.